So this is an example of an ad. Now, the offer is hands down the most important variable that will impact the results or failure, which whether it's success or failure of your ad campaign. The offer is the most important thing. Everybody say that real quick. Ready? 1, 2, 3. The offer is the most important thing. Know that. First thing you test is the offer. The next thing is the copy. Now there's principles here that you can follow. You don't have to use them all. You can. I've done it. Or you can just use like half of them or a few of them. But it's attention, specificity, scarcity, urgency, curiosity, and popularity. These are tactics that you use in ad copy in order to get somebody engaged and interested in wanting to click on that ad. So, attention, you can even see it. Attention, ladies in Commerce Township. Attention, ladies in Des Moines, right? That's an example if you're targeting ladies in Des Moines. We're looking for 30 motivated women. That actually hits on specificity and scarcity. It hits both at the same time, okay? We're looking for 30 motivated women to come test out the only heart rate monitored workouts based in science. Curiosity, based in science? What the hell does that even mean? The only? If you're ready to tone up, increase strength, build cardio, grab one of these passes for a free week of workouts. So if you want a customized workout that is short, incredibly effective, and extremely fun, grab your free week pass today. These coupons are on a first come, first served basis, so hurry while they last. And there's your urgency. Now you can add in things like popularity, which is find out why everyone in the Valley is saying this is the #1 place to work out since 1901, right? Like a joke. But it's funny, it works, right? It does work. Little things like that make things interesting. I don't know why, but it works. So I also want to show you the engagement that happened on this ad. Now, some of you guys may be thinking, yeah, you probably showed us the ad with the most engagement. No, I literally went to the first ad I found. This is normal, and there's ones that have 500 comments or 500 shares. It's common when you have an ad that's successful, you keep it going. Now, this one here had 98 reactions, which is a thumbs up or a heart or whatever, and 17 shares, 42 comments. And you can see here, the blue boxes represent your leads giving you leads. They didn't even sign up with you yet, and they're giving you leads. This one, Aaron Baker says, Sarah, literally tagged her, Sarah, do it. And there's 3 more replies there because Orange Theory is really good at engaging, keeping a conversation going. At least this location definitely is. Up there, tags her friend Kristen Perkins Tobias and Melanie Whitney and Jill Price Kane. Any interest? I just signed up for my free week. Try it with me. Now, getting leads is tough. It's cool when you get one. But is it cool when your leads get you leads before they even give you money? Raise your hand if that's cool. Shit, right? Crazy. Okay, Angie Schneider tags Christine Renner. Kilda, remember Sam, yesterday we were talking about this. Is that like a real name? Kilda with a K-H. Tags her friend Elise. Angie re-tagged her friend Christine because Christine didn't say anything. I'm going to tag her again. She's following up with leads for you. Is that crazy? And again, I didn't do homework and like look for one that had that in there. I just pulled that one up. This is normal. Your leads are getting you leads and following up using this. Raise your hand if that's cool. Raise your hand if you feel like you thought you might be missing out on this. Okay, pretty cool. Before I keep going, raise your hand if this stuff is valuable so far. All right, keep it going. Okay, because I would have just left. We'd have got a sandwich. Me and Sam and Lance would have gotten a sandwich. All right. So this is an example of a landing page. Raise your hand if you know exactly what I mean by a landing page. Raise your hand if you don't really know what I mean and what the difference is between a landing page and a website. Okay, everybody knows. Perfect. Good job, Lance. Okay, so everybody knows what a landing page is. So you want to send traffic to your landing page. Never send traffic to your website. Let's say that again. 1, 2, 3. Never send traffic to your website. Where do we send them? Always. Trust me, guys. I've tested this thousands of times for you. Don't challenge me on this unless you want to. Okay. Your visitor will fill out the entire form. Now, you're going to ask them to put in their first name, their last name, their phone number, and their email. Ask them for all of that stuff. Now, you probably read articles or heard influencers say if you ask for less, you'll get more opt-ins. If you just ask for the email, you'll get more opt-ins. If you just ask for the name and email, you get more opt-ins. Yes, Not arguing it. You're 100% right. And in our tests, it's about 10% more. Not worth it to me. I'll trade that 10%. Give me the numbers. Does that make sense? Would you rather get 110 leads with just the email or 100 leads with emails, name, first name, last name, email, and phone number? Hell yeah. Keep your 10%. I'll invest that. Give me the numbers. Okay? Trust me, it works. I do this all day long. Get all 4 things. Oh, by the way, let me go back. That green button, we've tested it. Green converts better by twice the amount than any other color for the call to action button. Here's the rule though, green can't be anywhere else. It's got to be only the call to action button, that's it. Next best color is pink. Then after that's orange.
There's green back in that little window way in the back.
Where?
In the window way in the back. I'm kidding.
You know, you're that one. Guess who I'm gonna call out? I'm the sales one. Oh, you just you have a target right here. Don't worry, it's gonna be fun though. Everyone else is like, I will not say shit. Thank you for being the guinea pig. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna be hard on anybody. I'm not gonna be hard on anybody. I'm here to have fun with you guys. My goal is for you guys to like me at the end of this, not be like, never again, Lance, never that guy. Okay. So, for anyone that does not fill out the form, you want them to see retargeting ads that look like this. So they landed on the landing page, but they didn't fill out the form. So this says something different. Do you still want a free week pass to Club Pilates? Call us now to redeem this offer because it's about to expire. If you're ready to tone, sweat, and have fun, then sign up for a free week of Pilates classes. Call now to secure your offer, and then you put the phone number. And we like to show the video in the retargeting ad that is exactly the same as the video they saw on the landing page because that connects the dots for them. Okay, it's easier. It stimulates that. Oh, yeah, wait, that's the video I was watching. And now they can remember, oh, that's right, my boss called me. I never got the chance to finish filling it out. These ads should continue to follow them until they do fill out the form or 180 days, whichever comes first. That's a max. That's what we do, 180 days, but you can go less. Once they do fill out the form, many things should happen automatically. So I'm going to show you all the things that should happen, and then I'm going to later on show you how you can get those things set up. Number one is you want to stop showing them retargeting ads. Do you want to keep paying to show that guy ads that already filled out the form and is now in your sales team's hands? No. So use that money for the other guys and get them in there. And how you do that, the thank you page will have the pixel on there that will automatically take them out of this custom audience and put them in another. The link that I gave you earlier shows you how to do that. So don't feel like you don't know how, and I'm not going to do it because I don't know how. It gives you everything you need. It's also going to take them to a thank you page, obviously, because that's how their targeting ads are removed. I'm going to show you what that looks like. That's why it's in orange. It's also going to add, actually, I shouldn't say that's why it's in orange because the other one's in orange too, and I'm not going to show you what that looks like because I took that out because your system's a little different. We'll talk about that. It should automatically add them to a lead sheet, whether it's your CRM or a spreadsheet that has all your leads in it so you can manage the entire process and measure how things are working. An automated text should get sent to you as well as to your lead. Raise your hands if you check your emails literally as they come in. Raise your hands if you check your texts more often than you probably check your emails. Raise your hand if you think the average person checks their texts more often than they check their emails. Open rate on a text message is something crazy, like 96%. On an email, depending on the study, you've seen things between 16 and 35%. So people will check text messages much more often. Sending them a text message is important. And it's also important for another reason, because raise your hand if you are not only the person running classes sometimes, but you're also the person doing a bunch of other things, like selling, like managing things, like going to the store when you need stuff. Raise your hands if you do more than just one thing. Okay, so can you get to every lead within 5 minutes? No. Can you even check your email within 5 minutes over and over and over throughout the day? No. But you can check your text message. Now, the reason I say 5 minutes, you guys can Google this and study this if you want, but MIT, you can Google MIT 5 minutes leads, whatever, that's probably good enough. You'll be able to find the article. But MIT did a great study that shows that form leads that take longer than 5 minutes to actually be contacted from the person, the company, have a 900% decrease in contact rate. 900%. So the whole I'll get to it when I get to it doesn't work so well. But what if you were able to automatically send them a text message within a minute of them filling out the form and get them to engage that way? So you don't have to send them a text message. And what if the text message could say, hey, Johan, is that how you say it, Johan?
Johan or Johan.
Johan, okay. So text message could say, hey, Johan, I just got your text, or I just saw you fill out the form. I'd love for you to come on in. When's a good time for us to jump on a call? Right now it's like, okay, this is a personal text. It even says my name in it. Cool way to do it, and I'll show you how. And then an email will get sent to you, get sent to us, and get sent to Lee. We still do that because sometimes people still will use their landline, and we want to make sure they get the email at least, okay? These are the landing page softwares that we use. Now raise your hands if you've used or heard of ClickFunnels or Lead Pages. Okay, raise your hands if you have not. Great. You do not have to be a designer. You don't have to be a coder. You literally just have to know what you want on the page. That's it. They have hundreds of templates already designed beautifully that all you have to do is go, yeah, that's the one I would like. I like the way that looks. Click on that, and then raise your hand if you know how to backspace on your keyboard. Good, you can do that. This is backspace what their content is and put in yours. Raise your hand if you know how to click, drag, and drop. Raise your hand high if you know how to click, drag, and drop. I know these are silly questions, but it's just showing you how simple these sites are to create a beautiful landing page that works and converts, and we at Loud Rubber use for literally every one of our campaigns. Okay? Very, very simple. In fact, the landing page I showed you was created in ClickFunnels, the one I showed you for Arce Fitness. Okay, so automation. So now we use Infusionsoft. You can use a bunch of other tools that I'll show you, but ultimately, I wanted to show you visually what it would look like. That represents the form, okay? Once the form is filled out, it puts them in a sequence, and this is what the sequence is. So number one, automatically get an email from Mike. Number two, it'll apply to tags, which depending on what you use, if you use something like MailChimp, it might call them lists, right? Basically saying, okay, because they filled out this form, I'm going to put them in this email list automatically. This way I can keep emailing these people things that are relevant to these people. I'm going to create an opportunity, which basically is just my way of saying, okay, this is somebody I'm following up with, right? And I'm going to set a field value, which is the lead source. I'm going to say they heard about me through here, Facebook or whatever. Because I don't create one landing page, and make sure you guys don't do this. I don't create one landing page and just send everything to it. This landing page is for this Facebook ad. And then I'll duplicate it. In ClickFunnels or Lead Pages, you can right-click, duplicate, and create the exact same landing page in 10 seconds. But it's a different URL. And now you can send traffic from this Facebook ad or from this YouTube ad. And now you can look back at your data in your dashboard and see which landing page converted the best. Now, if they're all duplicated landing page, meaning they're exactly the same, when one's doing better than the other, what does it tell you is the difference? The ad's the lead source, right? Does that make sense to you guys? Duplicate landing pages from multiple sources. Do not run multiple sources to one landing page. Make sense? Do I have your commitment that you'll do that? Yes? Okay, good. Here are tools that you can use for automation when it comes to emails and stuff like that. ClickFunnels does it right within its own platform, which is cool. We use Infusionsoft, however, it's expensive and I don't think it's necessary for locations like yours. We run an agency. MailChimp is probably the system I would recommend if you don't have one in place already. And ActiveCampaign is also really good. And there's really more, guys. There's a bunch of them. But I just wanted to put some together for you that I've already used and I like and I think are simple. Marketing to consumers needs a wider net. So when you're targeting B2B, you can be very specific. But here's an example of what targeting should look like for you guys. Don't add interests like they already like martial arts, or they already like boxing, or they like things like UFC, or they like things like the Karate Kid. Don't get too into it, because your net goes down. Some people don't give Facebook enough information for Facebook to know that that's a person that you're talking about. So target people like this. The address, 5-mile radius, 25 to 55, women, as an example. Now you can go 7 miles, but you guys know the farther you go, the less likely they are to actually become a member. The closer to home, the better. But the goal is that right there. You want to get at least 50,000 people that fit the demographic that you've targeted within the reach. If I were to add in something like boxing right now, it'd drop down to like less than 1,000. Okay? So you want 50,000 or greater. Now the cool thing is you go, well, yeah, but I'm going to have a lot of people that aren't relevant. Yeah, but then they won't click, right? Would you click on that phishing ad? No, so I'll show it to her. She doesn't click on it. It doesn't cost me any money. Set it up as a clicks to website or conversions, okay? So when the objective, what you'll see when you're setting up the campaign in Facebook, it's going to ask you what the objective is. You can select one of two things. Well, you can select a bunch of things, but the one of two that I'm telling you to pick, clicks to website or conversions, website conversions. Pick one of those two. Start with conversions because that's usually the most effective one. But if you want to test it against this too, we'll always test both because sometimes this does perform better. The point is, if she doesn't care about getting a free week at your studio, she's not going to click on it, and Facebook will stop showing her that ad. So when you're setting up your targeting, you're going to see this on the right, and it's going to show you what the potential reach is. Aim for 50K or higher. Now, if you have 30,000, is that bad? No, still run ads. I would say as long as you have more than 10, 15,000, it's still good to run ads, but know that the lead flow isn't going to be as great. If you're running ads with 50,000 people greater in the reach, you should expect at a very minimum 50 to 100 leads per month. And honestly, you can easily get higher than that, but I'm giving you guys like low expectations so you can be oversatisfied. But you should be able to, get at least 50 to 100 leads. And if you get 10,000 or 12,000, you may notice that you may only get like 15 or 20 leads.
So to back up, this is for targeting, but on...
No, this is targeting.
This is targeting.
This is me setting up this right here. That's targeting. I want to target people within 5 miles of that address that are 25 to 50 that are women. I'm targeting them. Retargeting is I don't care who they are as long as they've been to this page.
So the question that I was going to ask is in regards to objectives on that. When you set your campaign up, there's like, what, 12 objectives you can pick from. There's like 3 columns.
A ton, yes.
Right. So you said clicks to website under conversions.
Or conversions.
Or conversions.
Or conversions. You can pick multiple objectives.
As opposed to reach, as opposed to brand awareness.
As opposed to watch video, as opposed to all those different things that are there, engagement, post engagement, as opposed to all those things, you're going to select conversions as your first test because it's the most effective generally, and then clicks to website as a test later if you wanted to see how that compares. Those are the two.
So this wouldn't, the 50,000 wouldn't pertain to like if you're doing an ad specifically to an email list.
No,
right?
I don't care if there's 500 people reach because it's such a great list, right? So that's different. That's saturated. For targeting, it's different because most people aren't going to care about coming in for a free week at your place or the offer or whatever it is, right? Most people aren't going to care, but you want to make sure you're getting in front of the people that do, okay? This is something we've tested and we've gotten specific and we've gotten broad, and broad wins in the B2C game, business to consumer. Okay.
Maybe you're going to teach us how much are you spending on one ad?
I will say that we never like to spend less than $500 in a month. Never. Because anything less than that doesn't give us enough activity to be able to catch patterns. And some of you guys know that anybody that watches the GSD show knows that I love basketball and I use basketball analogies. So as a basketball analogy, if I were to, let's say, try out for your team and I only took 2 shots and I missed them both, does that mean I automatically suck? Jordan's missed 2 shots in a row. Or if I make 2 shots in a row, does that mean I'm your starter? No. The worst player in the world has made 2 shots in a row, right? So you need to see more shots before you determine how much time this guy should play and if he's worthy of being on my team. Really quick, can I just hold on questions until the end? Because I want to make sure I get to all of it, but then we'll have some Q&A time, and I'll be hanging around too. Is that cool? Yep? Okay.